Good evening. Welcome to Bedtime Stories with Auntie Akara. Hi, I am coming on a little bit earlier than normal. I've got my rest. I've read the remainder of my of chapter 21. And I am ready to give it to you so that I can finish drinking, boop, and pass out. Hello. Okay. So maybe this one is going to be a little bit spicy because I've already started drinking. So, okay, we left off in chapter 20 where Drew and Kara was packing up to leave the lake house. He drops her off, don't say a word. She's feeling some type of way because she doesn't know. They had such a wonderful stay at the lake house, and then on the last day, he completely changed gears. Like, who is this guy? You know, what did I do? What? You know, it kind of reeked of, I revealed myself to you, and now you're going to treat me like that. I mean, if it were me personally, I just would never tell him how I felt anymore after that. So, boom, that's where we ended. Chapter 21 starts with, she hasn't seen Drew in days. Okay, not at work. He hasn't come by her house. On the inside, she is driving her crazy, but she's doing a really good job of covering it up and keeping herself busy. Part of keeping herself busy was getting back online and tweeting again and saying, hey, I've been gone, I've been busy, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And, I'm back, I never, she's like, I'm back. Let me reintroduce myself. My name is Hove. No, she's coming back. She's like, I'm back. What's going on? How y'all been? You know what I'm saying? Reconnecting with some people. And some people that she doesn't want to reconnect with, of course, because of the type of book she's writing and researching, the people that she connected with, she's going to get some bad apples in the middle of it. Dick pics and all the such. It just happens. You know what I'm saying? And there's a young man that she used to conversate. That's not a word. They should make it a word. Anyway, make it a word, America. Conversate with a young man, Travis. Remember that, because that's going to come in handy once I get to the end of chapter 21, my review of chapter 21. But it's just like, we're talking whatever. He tried to get a little spicy in the past. She checked him. You know what I'm saying? And since she checked him a couple of times, he know how to come to her correct. But it's still a little innocent flirting, blah, 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 whatever. So, the week has gone past. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Love Monday, Tuesday. Okay, anyway, she goes to the week. It's Friday. Okay, she done spent her time. She done hung out with Cheryl and Solange and all the Taylor and all her friends throughout the week. She kept herself busy. This time, she just want to hang out at home, chill, watch a show. At this point, Christmas is around the corner. So she's like looking at decorations, turning on her decorations. She's looking at the Christmas decorations, whatever. So she picks it. She made some fire ass gumbo that she made a couple of days, much like spaghetti. Gumbo is just better after a couple of days. It's better as leftovers than it is the day of. Okay? Spaghetti, and I can't even say the word. And I've never had a problem with saying spaghetti. Okay, but spaghetti, just like spaghetti gumbo, because all the herbs and spices and meats and flavors get to marinate. Anyway, it's not about that. It's about Kara. So she, fixes her some leftover gumbo, nuke that real quick, have her a glass of wine, girl. Her and that pork. That's not pork. Her and that pork. Yeah, that says wine, because you can't punch people in the face. It's illegal. That's it. Because punching people in the face is illegal. That's what my cup says. Thank you, Greg, if you happen to run across this. Anyway, so, she's still kind of torn up. She's like, he dropped her off, no words. And then a week of I don't hear nothing from him. He's not online. I go back online. He doesn't message me. Nothing. Zip. So Friday comes and she's chilling out at home, about to eat some good ass gumbo, because Kara is a cook. Let that bitch. Okay, she can cook. Okay, she can cook. Okay, I be reading this book and be getting hungry. Again, back to the book. Anyway, so she goes to sit down and she's in her kitchen pouring some wine, and then she sees someone outside of her door, lurking. She was like, she didn't even wonder who it was. She was a little stunned at first, but then it's like, Drew, just ring the doorbell. Drew, just ring the damn doorbell. You sitting there lurking outside of her damn door, just ring the doorbell. Call her, text her, saying, look, I'm on my way. Come on, why? But anyway, we're going to find out. Drew, I am no longer in love with Drew in this book, in this chapter. I'm not in love with him, but I understand him a little bit. But anyway. So, she goes to the door, let him in, asks him if he's hungry, he's thirsty. Gumbo, some port wine, is that fine with you? He's like, yes. She hands him the bowl that she had just warmed up, just like a good hostess. At this point, it's not even sub. At first, I was thinking, just like a good sub. She hands her food that she had fixed for herself. But no, that's really just a good hostess. I could just go ahead and make me some more. Or warm me up some more. Here, and let me pour you a glass of wine. You mind if it's cold? Just being a really hostess with the mostest. As Karen is not just a great cook, she's a great host. And he goes, he sits down, he eats. He's like, when you make this is great. I made a couple of days of, that's much like this is one of those type of foods that tastes better a couple of days after it's set. Like I just said. Anyway, so she's still feeling some type of way because of how he dropped her off. She doesn't know what the deal is. And so, after he finish up his wine, she brings more wine out there. She sits on the end of the other couch. She's not all up on him. Once again, she's in her feelings about, I don't know what, you leave and you come back. I don't know what the hell this is. And so Drew tells her to come here, come closer. And she says no. You see my face? No. Kara, I'm starting to believe Kara really isn't a good host. Good sub. That sometimes that she could be good. I'm thinking she's more of a switch. She has to have some control, but she can submit when she wants to. She could be a subject, she could be a slave, but there's times it's like when she's in her feelings, hell no. You're not just gonna leave me out there in the blue for no reason, no explanation, And though I understand that's our relationship, I don't like it. And you can't just come back in and just start up like you didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, no. And he was like, excuse me. And he jumps on her and he chokes her. Like, bitch, you know who I am? I'm the dom. You the sub. Let me remind you of our relationship. It's not about love. And this is not what he says in the book. You want to know what Drew said? Read the book. Get it. It's on Amazon. It's going to be in the description of this video. And she's like, oh, okay, man. So, okay, cool. He's like, okay. You know, she's like, all right. She's startled back. She's snapped back into fear of him and realizing what it is. She's like, but he starts like, you know what I am? She's like, whatever. With his hand around her throat. She's like, yeah, you don't have to tell me again what it is. I know. I'm the sub, you're the dom. I'm your slave. I get it. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. He was like, oh, that makes him madder. Okay? Like, bitch, I'll kill you. You know what I'm saying? But she, it's whatever. She gets back into her sub position. That you should know what it is. It's basically, if you know what your position is, then act it. Okay? I'm tired of having to tell you. I'm tired of dealing with your attitude. Play your position. Okay? So she whips back into her position of being a sub. He's like, am I going to be punished, master? No, I'm not going to punish you. But I am going to fuck you relentlessly. To me, that's still punishment. It has been a long time since I've been fucked till it hurt the next morning. Like, I haven't had my back blown out in a minute. Okay? And I'm all right with that now. Don't pause. If there's any guys that see this, look, I don't never get any type of DMs like that, but that is not room for you to start DMing me or asking me or calling me or whatever, saying, oh, okay, she needs her back blown out. No, please pause. Okay, I want intimacy with my shit. I am not Kara. I do not want a BDSM relationship. Okay, now we might have played some BDSM things at times, and I don't have to be the boss. Okay, I'm the dom. Recognize that. Yeah, I am not a submissive. I couldn't have the first time. If you have watched or followed my bedtime stories, I've told you time and time again, it couldn't be me. Okay? Or at least not as the sub. You know what I'm saying? So at any rate, he fucks her good until she hurt. Okay? Bang, 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 bang. All night long. She legs sore, thighs sore, everything sore, because he didn't blew her back out. He said, and then he took her to his place, and then she pleased him till it hurt. You know what I'm saying? And everything's Gucci until the morning. She hears him yelling in the living room, blah, 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 like he's mad. So she puts on his shirt, whatever, put on, she walks out and it's like, everything okay? Go back to the room. That's what he tells her. Get your ass back in the room. You're like, oh, I just want to make sure everything's all right. Look, woman, I'm going to deal with you later. Just get your ass back in the room. Okay. A little bit rewind back. He explained to her after blowing her back out at his place, at her place and his place, that look, things got a little difficult in his real life. She is like, understand that you're my sub and I'm your dom, and that's all it will be. It will never be more. There will never be love here. There's not going to be a relationship. We're not going to run off and get married. This is not what it is. We are in this, we agreed to a dom sub relationship, and that's all it is going to be, Kara. And she's like, even though she understood it, it still hurt. She's trying to play it, she tried to dust her shoulders off, but there was still some dust there, and we could tell. Okay, we could tell it was right there. She still had a little chip on her shoulder because it hurt. It hurt, even though she understood what she got involved in. It's kind of confusing. It's confusing to me emotionally. At one moment, it's like I feel like he really cares about her, and that he's just as much in love with her as she is in with him. But they made an agreement to be in this BDSM relationship, and they're not supposed to be any love to it. So he has been, and from the beginning, I said he was been very vague about what he does, who he works for, what he does for a living. Does he have a wife? Does he have children? Hell, is he gay? We don't know none of that. Okay? He's very vague about his personal life, and he never wants to give her any of that information. Okay? Remember back in, I think it was chapter 4, which all she wanted to do was send him some wine. It's like, you don't even have to give me your home address. But I just want to do something, gift you. It's like, bitch, recognize that's too personal. Okay, you're asking something too personal. I got it. I understood it was too soon, because she is asking for his address where she could send this. This wine that the Shiraz, I think it was, that she wanted to send to him because of how, I don't know, something that he did. She just wanted to gift him. You know what I'm saying? That's way too personal. Okay, Kara has shown personality. She's having a difficult time separating a relationship from BDSM. Okay, and Drew is making it very hard because sometimes he's so loving and caring, and he does stuff that is just so sweet, but to him, she's just property. That'd be no different than you going to get your dog's hair cut, his fur cut, and you feeding him premium food, and you got him a special bed and all that stuff. But that dog that you don't have, if you had to give up that dog or give up your child, you're going to give that dog up first. You're going to take care of your child first. I would hope that you would take care of your human child before you would take care of your non-human dog. You understand what I'm saying? You put your life down on the line for your human child, but to her, I kind of made a reference last week about the way she was saying it was like a dog at his feet. To me, that's what she is. She is property, not his woman, not his wife. And the only reason he calls her a girlfriend in public is because nobody's going to understand, this is my son. Substitute teacher? You know what I'm saying? What do you mean? This is my son, I'm her dom. You don't introduce yourself unless you're around that same community. So it is confusing for her because she's feeling feelings for him. It's very clear that she's feeling feelings for him. Okay? And I'm still, deep down in my heart, I still feel Drew have feelings for her as well. Okay? But he says better at separating his emotions of the fact, when it comes down to it, as much as I may love my dog, if my son is sick and I can't handle having that dog, I'm going to take care of my son. And I love you. I love you. I give you the best. I treat you well. But I have my reality is more important. So he basically broke that down, that it got real on his personal side. You're not allowed there. I need to make sure you understand that this is all it will be, is this BDSM, this Dom sub situation. She feels a little hurt about it, but she understands because that's what she agreed to. So, she goes back to sleep, and she wakes up in the morning. This is where I hear him yelling. He told her to get her ass back in the room. Shortly after her going back into the room, she's crying because this is the first time he yelled at her. Okay? So he's been firm with her, but he's never yelled. So he comes in, he says, he takes her out to the living room, has her phone in his hand, and he says, when we agreed to this situation, to this it was a consensual agreement, and you understood that you were mine, and that you were not to speak to or have any conversation with any other man unless it's family. He pulls her phone out, he gives it to her. So what is this? Remember I told you when that week that she hadn't heard from him, she got back online in a way of keeping herself busy and not thinking about thinking about Drew and where he is and whatever, just trying to keep herself busy. She spoke to the young man, Travis. Lo and behold, he finds out about her messaging Travis. And he's hot. Now, this has nothing to do with him being in love with her. It's all about her breaking. She's just, like I said, at first I thought, oh, she's such a great sub. She's really not. She's not really getting this thing. She might be a switch where she can play dom or sub depending on the situation. She got too much talk back. She has too much talk back. She does things with this. I'm going to say it. Bitch. He punished you when you looked at a man in the restaurant. Remember, this is maybe a couple of chapters ago in 18 or whatever, and they was in the daggone cafe having breakfast, and a man looked up, and she thought that he didn't see her look up at him and kind of like nod her head. To the average guy, that's nothing. But in a dom sub situation, that's everything. You agreed that you were not to, that means don't make eye contact with another man. You're not to speak to no one unless that is your father, your brother, your cousin. And I need paperwork to prove that that's your cousin. You understand what I'm saying? And again, this was a little triggering because she did get punished for talking to Travis, even though it was nothing. He punished her. He spanked her butt until it was red. And then he proceeded to have sex with her sore butt and her sore ass. Anal. She wasn't ready for it. She was concerned that having anal when he's upset he would hurt her, but he did not do that. He was still careful and slow. And people, hey, look, I don't have no judgment if you do anal. I've done it. And when I want it, it feels great. Okay, I'm gonna be real honest. But just ramming somebody in the ass and they're not relaxed and they're not ready, you can hurt people. So be careful when you do that. Be slow and use the right lube, okay, for the job. Spit, don't do it. It's not going to be enough lube, okay? And I'm just being real honest with you. If you're going to do that, and it's nice if the person that you're going to do that to knows that that's what's going to happen, or you might have a little mess and it's going to be funky. Okay? So, I'm just saying, that was a side note. So, yeah. And so he reminded her what it was in chapter 21. I don't know what happened. Maybe family member, maybe a wife that she ain't telling her about, maybe another sub. We don't know what his private life. He's been so vague. And he's been so off and on. And it seems like he's in love with her and he plays the good boyfriend in front of everybody. But in reality, it isn't. There's still a part of me that believes that he loves her. I mean, like he would carry on a relationship with her. But he just knows how to separate what it is from what he wants. He reminds me of an Aquarius. People say Aquarians don't have a heart. They have a heart. Aquarians really do have a heart. I mean, actually, their hearts are huge. But they have this superpower where they can separate, they can detach their feelings or their emotions about whatever's going on so that they can make logical decisions. You understand what I'm saying? So they have huge hearts, actually. And quite romantic, to be honest with you. If you catch them while they still have their hearts attached. You know what I'm saying? But if they have to make a real serious decision, they are very good at being able to detach their emotions and make the right decisions. And, we don't know. Well, no. We know, right? Okay, his birthday was around the beginning of December, end of November. That makes him a Sagittarius. And in my experience with Sagittarians is they're assholes. They're assholes. Yeah. Yeah, Sagittarians are assholes. Not, when I say they're assholes that I like. You know what I'm saying? When I say they're assholes, they're just going to give it to you raw. They don't have a filter, much like their opposite, Gemini. They don't have a filter. They're not, when I say they're assholes, they're not thinking about your feelings. They just keep it real. They just come out, it's like, bitch, the situation we're in is like, I like you and everything. It makes me feel good. You make me feel good. But the fact is, I'm your dom and you're my sub. Know your place. And you've been forgetting where your place is. You know what I'm saying? Because you be feeling some type of way because you be in your feelings. And that's what I mean by they're assholes, because they have no filter and they just give it to you raw, no chaser. Much like the chasers I have in this, which is my orange mango juice with my bottom shelf rum. I found out my favorite Admiral 101 proof Admiral Nelson's lotion. But that's book. Let's get back to the book. So that would make him a Sagittarius. I'm not sure. We haven't figured out what Kara's zodiac sign or fictitious zodiac sign would be, because she's not a real person. Is she? Anyway, but Drew is a Sagittarius in this book. Okay, and so he's not really an Aquarius, so that kind of cuts that off. He's kind of keeps it 100. He knows what it is, and he's going to love who he loves, and whoever's in his private life is going to take precedence over Kara, and it's very clear here. We're going to see where this goes. Is Kara going to continue in this relationship, or she's going to realize it's like, I'm just kind of done. I'm tired of him ghosting me after having a great time. I'm not sure what it is. BDSM is for my life or it is not. I'm in love with Drew and I can't do this BDSM lifestyle because, you know what I'm saying? I'm very interested. I really would like the author to do the book from the male's perspective, because maybe he does love her, but he has to mask it and be, he has this bravado that he can't show Kara his true feelings, because maybe he does have obligations at home. Maybe he does have a wife and child, and he's taken out this time and has used this as an excuse to come to America and actually see her and meet her and have his way with her until, he can go back and play husband and dad. Hey, is he gay? And he's just playing hetero for a second. I mean, it can happen. Like, there's so many fluid people right now. The LGBTQIA plus, that plus means there's more letters to be added. That's everything. It's going to be the LGBTQ. There's going to be lesbian, gay, trans, fluid, pan, straight. Soon, us heterosexuals going to be included in the LGBTQIA plus. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be included too. It's just going to be us, the community. I'm in the community like Tony Baker. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be in the community. And I'm not saying that because I don't. I love you. I love all my lesbians and especially my gay men. I love you. You are our assholes that I like as well, because y'all keep it 100 with you. Of my hair, I know y'all like, what the fuck is she doing with her hair? What's up with that wig on her head? She don't beat her face or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe as I grow and I continue doing it, you'll start seeing a beat face every now and again. I like being natural though. Maybe one day you'll see me and I have a big event to go to and I'm going to beat my face actually. Put some makeup on it, arch my eyebrows. I used to arch my eyebrows. Put on some lashes, I do like a lash and a nice lipstick, you know what I'm saying? Eyes and lips, but all the blush and all the shadow, that's not me. But at any rate, going back to the book, get the book next weekend. It will be chapter 22. And we're coming to the end of the first volume of Take All of Me. And I was just kind of reviewing to see 22. 22 was pretty thick. So I'm not going to do 2 parts on it, but I probably start reading that early. and then finish it up on either Friday or Saturday, and then do the review. And then 23 and 24, which is the last two chapters of the book, are short. So I might do them together like I did 17 and 18. I think those are two short chapters. I will continue and I will finish doing Take All of Me, volume 1 on this Instagram page. Starting the first volume, whenever I finish that, I may take a break. Maybe, I don't know. You'll find out. But what I am gonna do, chapter 1 of volume 2 will go on to my According to Akara Instagram page. So go there. I will also be posting my review on my According to Akara YouTube page, my According to Akara Bigo page, as well as tweeting my Twitter page, According to Akara. Go there, follow, subscribe, watch my reviews, view it. If you like it, share it. Okay? Go there, follow. I also do Monday through Friday morning rides with me. I used to stay with the Prophet, but we've changed. Things changed. So it's just a morning ride. I might change the title to the morning chat with me, with Akara, and I'll just be talking on whatever is current or whatever's on my mind or whatever the situation is. But go there, I'll just be talking about anything, everything right now. Celebrity news, recent notices. If I have a PSA to do, I'm going to get up on these channels and let y'all know about it. Okay? But see me there. So either Friday night, Saturday night, we chapter 22. Yeah, chapter 22. I'm going to be doing chapter 22. And we will see what's going to happen at the end of, is Drew going to stick around? Is Kara going to continue in this type of relationship? Will she get with Randolph? Or whatever that dude's name, his lawyer's name is. Will she pull all the way back? Will she check Drew? Will she get her black girl magic and put on a spell? We don't know. We'll see you next week with Bedtime Stories with Auntie Akara. Bye.